All right, and good morning to all of our viewers in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, Southwest Missouri, and Northeast Oklahoma. Here's a look at your forecast for today. Thank you so much for starting off your day with Weather 225. Let's get your day started here with the latest forecast for today. This is probably going to be one of the warmest days that we've seen, not only so far this season, but so far this year. Some areas are going to be into the upper 90s. We're talking close to the Tulsa area. So you can see some of those locations starting to get into the upper 90s. Stillwater 97 is the forecast today. 95 in Tulsa. Tahlequah right around 94 as well. And then we're going to be talking about, lower to mid, even some upper 90s in parts of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Now, Southwest Missouri will be anywhere from the upper 80s to the lower 90s, so I guess that's technically lucky because we're still keeping that humidity around, so it's not exactly going to be the most comfortable afternoon area-wide. The other thing, too, we're starting to get into that point in the year when you start looking at the wet bulb globe temperature. And what you may be asking, and we don't have a graphic for it, but that's typically, the better measurement for the heat impact with the humidity with your body. The higher the wet bulb globe temperature is, it's a little bit more dangerous to be outside because that means at some point it's so hot and it's so humid, your body can't produce sweat. So we're not in any dangerous levels going forward, but we will start to get a little bit on the warmer to maybe a little bit more dangerous side over the next couple of days with these hot temperatures. And then we have a cold front on the way. We'll let you know more about that. So today, take it easy. If you're outside working today, please make sure that you are staying hydrated and taking care of yourself, getting inside and taking some breaks in the AC because it's going to be a hot one. Now, as we head into the remainder of today, there's another low end risk for some strong to severe storms. Mostly for parts of Northwest Arkansas, as you can see here, kind of clips parts of our area into Southwest Missouri as well. So we're not talking, super significant widespread severe weather. It's going to be like it was yesterday where we did have a low end risk. One or two storms may develop. They may create a little bit of a problem here and there. But not everyone's going to see severe weather, and certainly not everyone's going to see storms today. We'll show you future scan here in just a second. But like I said, it's in the low category because we're into those blues at this time for today. So maybe a couple pop-up showers and storms expected this afternoon. Otherwise, like we said, not everyone's going to see thunderstorms in general. As you can see, it looks like a little bit of an issue with the loading map there, but you can see we got some rain chances pretty much area-wide today. They're going to be on the lower end. This one's a little bit better, as you can see, and that's just a system error. I apologize for that. But you can see some of us could see a couple tenths of an inch of rain. We desperately need it. We're still technically in drought conditions, but I'm sure many of you are probably tired of hearing rain chances just because, it's been a little bit of rainfall area-wide, to say the least, the last couple of weeks. So that's a look at what we got with those rainfall chances. Now, here's a look at the morning fog outlook for the remainder of this morning, and this is brought to you by Foghorn. So the Foghorn's morning fog outlook is, it's looking like maybe some areas in parts of the River Valley with the humidity and everything like that. There could be some patchy fog in parts of the River Valley, parts of Northeast Oklahoma, but we're not expecting any sort of widespread development. So that's a look at what we've got there. Here's a look at future scan radar, and through the remainder of today, like I said, not everyone's going to see showers and storms. This is around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Mid-afternoon, could see a couple pop-ups, and then it starts to expand further to the east. Now, keep in mind, future scan is not perfect, but we could see a couple of those showers and storms develop this afternoon. Not everyone will see it. Maybe one or two reach strong to severe limits, but not everyone's going to see that activity. So even though some of those algorithms aren't showing those rain chances, just be on alert if you're going to be outside today to keep an eye and make sure that you're not caught off guard. It's not just about severe weather, and I've mentioned this before. It's not fun to be outside, you're working and then you get caught off guard by a shower or thunderstorm. So it's not great to be caught in the downpour. So we'll just let you know, keep an eye on the radar today, but don't overly worry about it. We'll keep an eye on it ourselves as well. So that's a look at what we got there. Here's a look at our regional allergy report. This is a new graphic that we've got. Air quality is into the moderate zone, so we're dealing with some issues. The other thing too, because of all the rain that we've had, mold is at a very high level. Grass pollen, weed pollen, tree pollen. It's that fun time of the year, and I say fun sarcastically because we're at that point where you're going to get every single allergen on the board. In fact, if you go and look at your car, you may have noticed it looks a little bit, a little bit yellow because we've got all of that pollen in the air. So, just take care of yourself. Take those allergy meds, anything you need to get through this. I tell you, I am tired of this allergy season myself. I've been dealing with several issues as well. So that's a look at what we've got in terms of those allergens. So moving on, here's a look at the 7-day forecast for each of our coverage areas. We got a quiet stretch of weather. This is no shocker because we've been talking about that kind of blocking pattern that we mentioned. And so it's going to set in for the first week of June, but not the entirety of it. Take a look at when we get to Friday into Saturday, Sunday, another pattern change is on the way. And that's going to lead to more daily rain and thunderstorm chances, at least as it's looking right now. So yeah, we got a little bit of a cool down on the way too. Today's going to be the hottest day that we're going to see. Tomorrow's going to be pretty hot as well. You're going to start to feel those impacts from that system a little bit tomorrow, mostly on Wednesday, as we're going to go from the mid 90s in the River Valley into the mid to maybe upper 80s by the time we get to Wednesday. Now, right now it's looking like this system is going to be mostly dry. I can't rule out a couple of those pop-up showers and thunderstorms like we've seen in the afternoon where you get one or two of them. But other than that, mostly dry until we get to this system or batch of systems that's going to be moving through. We have a couple different waves that are going to be on the way, and that's going to allow for a more active pattern into the weekend. Not only for Arkansas, but this continues into northeast Oklahoma. And we're also going to see that for southwest Missouri as well. So just, bear with us. We've got a really hot one today. It's going to be a great introduction to June because we're going to be starting off with the hot weather to start off June. So welcome to summer. That's a kickoff. If you're headed out to the pool today, any of these areas that we cover, just keep an eye on the radar for maybe a couple pop-up showers and thunderstorms. But other than that, it's probably a good day to be out the pool because, with all the rain recently, the water's not going to be too hot. It's also great to get away from these hot temperatures as well. Unless you're a fan of summer heat, get out there and enjoy it, but don't spend, prolonged time in this because it's not going to be the most comfortable afternoon. It's not that dry heat where you can kind of just sit out in it and enjoy the poolside. It's going to be that kind of, warm and sticky afternoon, unfortunately, with that humidity factoring in. And, I may have to take a visit to southwest Missouri Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, because we're going to be into the upper 50s with what the forecast is looking like for those morning lows. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. Personally, my favorite weather is when we're in the afternoon highs, anywhere between about 65 to 75 degrees. And so did my time in North Texas as a native North Texan myself, trying to get away from the obnoxious heat. So fortunately, we only have a day of some summer-like temperatures today. That's a look at what we got with that 7-day forecast. I'm not going to ramble on for too long. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but thank you so much for starting your day with us. Got some cool things lined up. Stay tuned for more information in the coming weeks. We are getting our studio fully situated, and we're hoping to get an app up and running here soon. So, a couple things. If you're looking to partner with us, advertise your local business, we have options available. So be sure to email us, call us. Also, make sure that you head on over to weather225.com. We have an Advertise With Us tab. You can click on that. It's got some information. We'd love to get in contact with you, share all of it, and hopefully work with some of our local businesses across the area. The other thing, too, if you want to support us as a viewer, share us with your friends and family. We're trying to get all of our accounts to 10,000 followers by year end, 10,000 each, and that helps get our outreach out there so we can reach as many people as possible. Thank you so much. Have a good one. If you like our media and forecast, be sure to support us today on Patreon. You can advertise with us this storm season and throughout the year. Contact us today for availability and pricing. Weather225 since 2015.